Welcome everyone, this is Zozo StockWatch, and this is your StockWatch list for Monday, July 3rd. And reminder, Monday, the markets close at 1 p.m. from Monday. Markets are closed Tuesday for July 4th, so keep that in mind when trading. Expect it to be a very slow week, but as you can see here with the futures are open and trading. Pretty much flat right now currently. S&P futures up 2, Dow Jones futures up 2, and we'll call the NASDAQ futures up 3. Some news that came out over the weekend. You have Barron's positive on BMY, and also Barron's positive on Texas Instruments. So Barron's out this weekend positive on both of those names. And some news out for you PDT traders, sorry about that. On September 5th, the financial industry will shorten the settlement cycle process for trades of most securities, including equities, exchange traded funds, and so they're going to go from T3 to 2 business days after the trade date, so T2. Alright, so they're going to go from T3 to T2, so that'll help some of you guys on that PDT rule. And so that just came out, I guess, over the weekend, and that's in the Trade Exchange newsroom, and so that's a good thing. So from T3, T+3 to T+2. You do have some earnings coming out tomorrow, and you have a conference call for International Speedway, and that's at 9 a.m. from Monday, July 3rd. Alright, let's go ahead and get right into the watch list. Actually, just before I do that, here's a quick look at the SPI, and you see we are holding above the 50 SMA, but maybe we're going to approach that again. We'll see how the week goes, so just keep in mind the SPI is above the 50 SMA, and currently the 50 SMA for the SPI is at 240.94, so call it 241. So that's a number you may want to keep in the memory banks for the week. Alright, first stock up on the watch list is ADMP. This is the one that got the approval for the EpiPen. Had a big pop, pulled back. It's been holding the 13 EMA. Looking for that 525, 527 break on the name. About 500,000 shares traded in the name on Friday. So, maybe if we can take out that 527, 530 spot, might get going on ADMP. AMPH, looking for the 18 break on this name. And a drug manufacturer. And we had a high on Friday of 17.95, so probably over 18. You might get a continuation move. Shares are a little bit light though, 200K. On that name, so just be aware of that. Ballard Power, 500,000 shares traded. Looking for that 1550 break. Building materials, so look for it to get over 1550, which is a natural resistance point. And then after that, you'd have to watch that 1555 spot on BLDR. CDTI, nice bounce. Had some activity in the after hours. On Friday, volume came in, so this should be on your watch list, maybe for a possible continuation through this 20 SMA on CDTI. CEI, I think in most of the names that are going to move this week are probably these under $1 names, because a lot of the big money is away on vacation. But the retailer sector might play. The retail sector might play these, small guys, the retail trader. So watch this one over, 30 cents. CEI had 3 million shares traded. CLR, nice pop on Friday. This popped after the Baker Hughes rig count, and you see the volume in the name. So see if we get a continuation move. CPRT, looking for that 32 break on CPRT. Auto and truck dealerships, 1.8 million shares traded. The natural number here is the 32 spot. CVRX, nice candle here, 1.4 million. And we have the high from Friday, 158, so maybe 160 is enough to get that name going. DPW, another under $1 name, but a big pop up to almost $1.10. Over 10 million shares traded. So looking for possible trade over maybe 80 cents. Watch that 80-cent break or 75-cent break. Might send DPW. HBAN, this is financial services, and financials have been hot. If you watched my previous video, I showed you the chart of the XLF. That had a high Friday of 1362, 17 million shares traded. So maybe 1365 is enough to get going. And you had a previous high on this name at 1379. So, it could continue up through 1379. Nice chart breaking out of, resistance here, and see if it can carry on with the financials. HOS, small little oil company, still consolidating under $3 a share. Volume's a little light, but, if this can break through $3, you might get a continuation move, depending, obviously, how oil is going to do Monday or the rest of the week. IRWD, big pop on Friday, 1.8 million shares traded. Came up to that 19 spot, 1908 to be exact. So if we can get back over, we'll say 1895, maybe you could get a continuation through 19 on IRWD. ITUS, looking for a continuation move through the highs. And I would lean, like I said, towards the smaller stocks, lower priced. The retail trader probably will be out there Monday. Has a high of 120 on this name, ITUS. So through that, 120, 122 spot on ITUS, you may get a move. MGA Auto Parts, and this has a high of 46.42. So if we can get over, let's see what this previous candle was right here, 46.60. So over 46.50, maybe that gets you a continuation move. 1.8 million shares traded in the name. MTW, looking for this possible break above resistance here. We have a high of 607, so 610 may be enough to get this MTW going. Farm and construction equipment on MTW. And don't forget wheat. If you watched my previous video on let's get ready for the week ahead, wheat was very strong, so keep that in mind. NIHD, 1.6 million shares traded. The high on Friday was 90 cents. So if you can clear that 90-cent mark, if you want to try it over 87 cents, and maybe the continuation move on that name. NSPR, looking for a continuation move in this name over 67 cents, or you can wait for the 70-cent break, and 2.2 million shares traded. It's been beaten down. It's consolidating here, holding support, starting to turn up, so it could be interesting, and once again under a $1 name. OAS, depending on how oil does, if this can break and keep holding this $8 area, shorts might start to cover. Has a high of 822, so over 825, this could get going depending on if oil continues its move. ORPN, big pop, so you might want to watch this maybe on a red to green. 1.7 million shares traded in the name. Stopped at this 80-cent spot on OPRN. SKLN, they did have news last week, so that popped the stock. Over 5 million shares traded. The high on the name was $1.88, so looking for that 190 break, but it did close at 147, so I'd have to see how this sets up intraday for a possible trade. SPI, looking for that $1 break and continuation. Solar name had a big pop on Friday, over 3 million shares traded. TENX, and like I said, I would lean towards these under $1 names for Monday to see if they can get more continuation by the retail trader. So this one, the high on Friday was 79 cents. We're at 74 cents. Let it clear that 0.80, I think. See if you can get a continuation move perhaps up to the 150 SMA, which is around $1. TROX, TROX, nice candle here, 1.5 million shares traded, so possible continuation move. UEC perking up, but we do have these two topping tails on the name. We closed at 159. We have a high of 162. So if it can clear that 162, or if we, possibly get a setup red to green on the name of UEC. And last one on the list is VUZI, VUZI. Over 400,000 shares, some expanding volume here. It's been holding the 625 spot, but we do have the 200 SMA right above. So I would let this set up intraday. It's not a very good intraday trader, but it did have a big pop on Friday. So see if you can, maybe get this in on a pullback or something to see if you can get a continuation move on VUZI. This would be more, I think, of a swing trade. In my mind, I don't think it's much of a day trader. But anything can get momentum in the market. These smaller stocks can get pushed around. Now I'm going to be gone for the rest of the week. This is my last video, so you guys hang in there. Don't overtrade. Be careful out there. It's going to be sluggish. Don't play too big. And Monday market closes at 1 p.m. Tuesday market is closed, and then you have Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And check my Let's Get Ready for the Week Ahead video to know what's coming up. That's going to be coming out for Friday, economic information, etc. All right, thank you very much for listening. This is Zozo StockWatch. This is your StockWatch list for Monday, July 3rd. Thank you so much for the support for the channel. And retweet these videos if you like them. And even if you don't like them, retweet them. How's about that? All right, see you in a week. Have a great day.